One day you're 14, then somehow you become 16, and before you know it, you're graduating. Then suddenly people start asking you what you're planning on doing with your life. And the scary part is, it doesn't even feel like all those years even happened. It's like one night you went to bed at 15 years old and woke up at 21. Your teenage years disappeared so quietly that you didn't even notice they were gone until it was already over. And looking back, there are a few mistakes I wish someone warned me about. Huge disclaimer, this is not a productivity video. I'm not going to tell you to wake up at 5 a.m. or start 5 businesses before you turn 18. I'm here to talk about the mistakes that slowly steal your teenage years without you even realizing it. I think one of the biggest ways people waste their teenage years is by constantly waiting for the next stage of life to begin. You keep on telling yourself, life will begin when I get into high school. Then it's life's going to begin when I graduate, or life's going to begin when I get into university, or life's going to begin when I get my first job. And before you know it, you're going to be 23, still waiting for life to begin. And the truth is, life doesn't just suddenly begin on a Tuesday morning. Life is not waiting behind some finish line. Life is happening right now, right this moment. Now, I know someone's probably asking, Zeno, what do you mean by stop waiting for life to start? Well, let me give you an example. A lot of teenagers think adulthood is going to solve all their problems. They say things like, oh, when I'm 18, nobody can tell me what to do, or when I get my first job, life is finally going to be good. When I move out of my parents' house, I'm going to be happy. But they're forgetting that adulthood isn't just freedom. Adulthood comes with bills, it comes with responsibility, it comes with working your ass off, it comes with your friends moving away because they need to make money. Like, it comes with less free time overall. And eventually, those same people who will say, oh, I can't wait to turn 18, now they start saying stuff like, man, I wish I could go back to being 15 years old. It's like watching a movie, and instead of enjoying each scene of the movie, you just keep skipping till the end. And that's how a lot of people live their lives. They are so busy waiting for the next chapter of their life that they end up completely skipping over the chapter that they are currently in. And people who do this, they never know how to live in the moment because they're always anxious about the future. One of my biggest regrets was a lot of people had friends back in the day, and I didn't really have much friends back then. And the realization hit me one day after I graduated high school. My classmates were making these edits of everybody in our year of graduation. They made compilation videos, fun videos of friends and classmates. Even people who didn't even graduate with us were in the video. But I didn't appear in that video. Not a single clip of me was found in that compilation. And I'm not gonna lie, it actually hurts. Like, it hurt me in a way. But I just told myself, you know what? It doesn't matter. At least I'm done with high school. On to the next. And this is what I mean. I was never able to live in the moments because I was so worried about the future. I was always anxious about the future. I always thought about what came next, and I ended up missing what was at the time my present reality. Another mistake that people make in their teenage years is they chase validation from the wrong people. When you're a teenager, fitting in feels like everything. That's like your bread and butter. You care what people think about your clothes, your haircuts, your shoes, whether people laugh at your jokes, whether someone leaves you on red, whether someone follows you back. That sounds so exhausting. When you're a teenager, you do not really know this, but everybody is just as insecure as you. They're worrying about what you think about them, while you are worrying about what they think about you. So it's just funny when you think about it like that. And I think a lot of us spent several years trying to become someone that other people will like, instead of figuring out who we actually are as people. And I actually wish that I knew this a lot sooner than I did, because the moment you stop living for other people's approval, life actually gets so much lighter. Not because people stop judging you, no, but because their opinions actually stop controlling your decisions. And speaking of wasting time, one thing I wish I did more of was putting my phone down. Now, I'm not one of those people who's going to tell you that, oh, your phones are evil, because I use my phone every day, honestly. You're probably watching this video on a phone right now, so that's not the problem. The problem is when the entirety of your teenage years exists behind a screen. Think about it. How many afternoons have disappeared because you open TikTok for just 5 minutes, and suddenly 4 hours passed by just like that? How many weekends have disappeared scrolling videos that you cannot even remember? Social media is not going to steal your life in a dramatic way. It's not going to do it all at once. It's actually doing it by taking 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 30 minutes there. Like, do you understand? Until one day you sit down and realize, damn, a lot of months went by and I wasn't really productive. All I was doing was just scrolling. I honestly do not think anybody looks back at their teenagers and says, oh man, I wish I spent more time refreshing my For You page. I wish I spent more time on Instagram. I wish I spent more time on YouTube. Like, bro, they remember experiences. Those videos that you keep binging, you're not going to remember them. What you're going to remember are your experiences, the people you meet, the places you visit, the conversations you have. Those are what sticks. Which brings me to something I wish many people understood much earlier in their lives. You need to build a skill, guys. You need to build one skill. If there's one thing I'll tell every teenager to do, it will be this. Find one thing, just one thing that you enjoy doing, and keep showing up for it. This is something that I at least got right in my teenage years. Like, it doesn't have to be coding, doesn't have to be going to the gym, doesn't have to be YouTube even. It could be something as simple as drawing, photography, music, writing, anything. Skills actually do compound over time. 1 hour today is not going to look impressive to you, but if you dedicate 1 hour to your craft every single day for the next 4 years, that's over 1,000 hours in trying to get better at a skill. Chances are you're going to be better than a lot of people because you have dedicated 4 years of your life to learn that one skill. Most people are never actually going to be exceptional at anything because they quit before consistency starts paying them back. Honestly, you do not have to know exactly what your future is going to look like. All you need to do is work towards something that helps your future every single day. But here's the thing, most people do not avoid learning skills because they aren't capable of them. That's not the case for most people. A lot of people actually want to learn skills, but they just avoid doing it because they are scared. Do not let fear ruin your teenage years. You see, fear is really sneaky. Fear rarely shows up in like a dramatic way. It usually just sounds like this. Maybe I'll do it next time. I'm probably not good enough. But if people laugh at me, I'll start next year, I'll start tomorrow. Fear can often show up as fragments of self-doubt. And before you even realize it, you find out that fear has made countless decisions for you. You never joined that club because you were scared. You never started that YouTube channel because you were scared. You never spoke to that one person because you were scared. And you never even tried out for the sports team because you were scared. You never raised your hand in class because you were scared of what people would say. Most regrets do not come from embarrassing moments in life. They actually come from opportunities that you convinced yourself not to take, maybe because you thought you weren't good enough. One thing you should know is confidence doesn't just come out of nowhere. Action usually comes before confidence. Confidence is what shows up later down the line, which leads me to the biggest mistake I think a lot of teenagers make. They rush to grow up. I think every teenager has actually said this before. Oh, I can't wait until I'm 18. I can't wait to leave school. I can't wait to be an adult. And honestly, I understand why. Because adults, they seem free. They can drive, they can travel, they can make their own decisions. But nobody tells you about the responsibility that comes with that freedom. Things like bills, things like working a 9 to 5. You're going to have less free time overall. Suddenly, you look back at those ordinary school days that you couldn't wait to escape. And you look back at them and you be like, damn, I really miss those days. Because you realize that adulthood is not what it's made out to be. That's why I think your teenagers are not even meant to be rushed through. They're meant to be lived. You do not have to make every single day unforgettable. Just do not spend all your time wishing that you were somewhere else, or you were a bit older, or you're an adult. That's not going to help your kids at all. The truth is, everyone is going to waste their teenagers. Even you watching this video, you're going to waste your teenagers. You're going to procrastinate. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to choose the wrong friends sometimes. You're going to spend entire weekends doing absolutely nothing. And that's normal. I'm not trying to pressure you into being this productivity machine or anything. What matters is that you do not let those moments become your entire story. Because one day you're going to blink and you realize that, damn, I'm 19. I'm 21, I'm no longer 15. And you realize your teenage years did not just disappear all at once, but it disappeared one ordinary day at a time. If you're watching this video, you're 15, 16, 17, even 18, 19, and you are lucky enough to still be living through your teenage years, please do not spend all your time waiting for life to begin. Because honestly, you're already living life.